Hi there. Happy Travel Tuesday. Elizabeth here with Ashley Ratinskiy, Senior Travel Advisor at AAA. Thanks so much for joining us for Travel Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is not just a regular Travel Tuesday. We celebrate every week, but this is the official Travel Tuesday where people are looking for great travel deals the day after Cyber Monday.
Yeah, so there's some really awesome deals right now going on, Elizabeth. There's deals for up to $500 up the Caribbean and Mexico, 15% off on Europe vacations. So some really good hot deals going on.
Okay, so a lot to talk about, a lot of savings to share, and some news as well. So first of all, we're coming off of Thanksgiving travel. So TSA set a new record on Sunday for the number of people going through security checkpoints at airports. And AAA had predicted, about 5 million people would fly, 55 million people traveling for Thanksgiving. And we know that's going to be busy leading right up to Christmas. So what trends are you seeing with your clients? Where are they looking to go?
Yeah, so with the snow that just came this past couple of days, so we've been seeing a lot of people coming in for Caribbean, places of warm beach, sun. So get out of Dodge and get somewhere warm.
Yeah, well, with yesterday's snow, that makes me want to sign up to go somewhere too, because we have over a foot of snow at my house. I was at AAA Orchard Park yesterday. It was coming down like crazy at about 5 p.m. Of course, the roads were a mess, and thank you for being patient if you were waiting for AAA service. There was a delay despite our extra crews being on the road and being on the road 24/7 trying to get to everyone. But it was just gridlock with so many cars and so much snow on the ground. But it does make people want to go on vacation.
It sure does. I know I do.
Yeah. And if you haven't packed one of these in your car, you pack that emergency kit in the car. We had a lot of reporters calling yesterday and today saying, do you have any advice? And we're like, yeah, make sure you have this emergency kit in your car. Make sure you have an extra cell phone charger, battery, warm clothes, things like that, so you're ready to go in case you do get broken down on the roadside.
Absolutely.
Good tips. I think when we tell people that in October and early November when it's mild, it's hard to follow that advice. But then we get a taste of the snow, and all of a sudden people will be coming in and looking for these to put in their car. And it makes a good holiday gift, too.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. So, Ashley, I know you've been a travel advisor at AAA for several years now, and a lot of people are turning to you. This is one of the new trends we're seeing with travel, how people want to rely on that good old-fashioned travel agent again.
Yeah, by working with a travel agent, not only do you have us for the booking process, you have us also during, when you're stuck somewhere with snow delays. We had some operational issues that came up with the airlines and that this year, so it's kind of ups and downs with the airlines of shortages and that and cancellations with flights, and then it's like, where do they turn to? So they turn to us. We have someone who's always on call. Me personally, I'm also on call too, that help the members when they're stuck somewhere to get them home or to get them to their destination, because the last thing you want to do when you're traveling is waiting in line, waiting for the airline to pick up the phone. You just want to get to your destination and relax.
Well, we saw that with Thanksgiving, so a lot of people were leaving on Tuesday. Wednesday is usually the busiest day, the day before Thanksgiving, and it was busy. But a lot of people do try and get ahead of it on Tuesday, probably for that same reason, because they're like, oh, we don't want to hit a snag in our travel plans or a delayed flight or anything like that. But if it does happen, it's so nice to know that AAA is on standby to help.
Yes, we always are.
And a lot of people might think that a travel advisor costs all this extra money, but you actually save people money.
We do, yeah, with our promotions, member benefits of being a member with AAA, and rewards for after every time that you book with us too, being a member, you're gaining travel rewards for your next vacation.
Yeah, if you get that AAA Visa card, I love that because you can get that cash back, buy more travel, earn more cash back. It's a whole cycle.
It is, and I use it personally for my trips too, so it's great.
So when I was at the airport the day before Thanksgiving with a lot of reporters talking to travelers, a lot of people were saying they were going on cruises, which was one of the trends that AAA had predicted, but a lot of people like to travel on cruises and go to beaches over the holidays too.
They do, yeah. So, cruising, it's like a whole city on water, so everything is right there at your fingertips. Unpack once, and then you get to see beautiful destinations or stay on board and just enjoy all the entertainment that the ship has to offer.
Yeah, people are trying to say to me, like, oh, wait, I think I might be claustrophobic. I'm like, there's no way. You don't understand how big the ships are and how much there is to do. You don't realize you're at sea.
Right. Some have bumper cars and ice skating and that. There's things for all ages, adults too. So also with Royal Caribbean, they have some really good sales going on right now with the kids sale free. So with select dates, which is great for all the kiddos and the families that want to take, their kids on Caribbean cruises or Alaska, European, wherever that may be.
Yeah, so I have to say, if Brian was here with us, who's usually on Tuesdays, he'd be like, you're going to talk about perfect day at Coco Cay, but I'm like, it's so much fun to go to the cruise ship's private islands and to have that experience too as part of the cruise.
Absolutely. Water slides, beaches, drinks for the adults, like I said, fun for all of ages.
Yeah. So we took a cruise when my daughter was finishing high school for like the big trip before she was going to college, and everyone, all ages in the family, had a great time. So you're right about that.
Yeah. So my my son, one of his favorite things and memories is a Disney cruise. So he loved the kids club, so mom got time to hang out by herself, and he went and hung out with new kids and had a great time. We reconvened for dinner and watched the shows, went to bed, and repeated all over again.
Yeah, I love the Disney cruise, especially the characters that are roaming around the ship. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you have some travel deals for us this week?
I do. So like I mentioned before too, we have up to $500 on Mexico, Caribbean, Hawaii, those really nice warm beachy destinations that you're looking for, especially during January through April and during the spring breaks for the kids and winter breaks, but also not just Caribbean. I mean, right now Alaska is really hot, especially for 2024, because that season for cruising is only from end of April, beginning of May until September. So you definitely want to get that in advance. So there's some really good deals with Princess and Holland, which are leading up in Alaska. Really great deals, 15% off on like European vacations and tours. So if you're looking for Ireland and driving through there on your own, there's some great deals. But if you don't feel comfortable traveling in Europe on your own, you can always do a tour, which again, up to 15% off on different tours too. So at least you have the comfort of being with a group and they're taking you every step of the way where you're going.
Okay, cool. So those are great different ideas for people and some great offers there. There's a link right here in this post on Facebook. You can click that and find more. And I mean, if people can't decide, they can always give the gift of travel in the form of a AAA gift certificate, maybe include a roadside kit and say, let's get out of here and go on vacation together, and they can come in and book something.
I know, I would love that as a gift for Christmas.
Right. Like, do you remember what you got for Christmas last year? Maybe not, right?
No, but I always remember our vacation.
Exactly. It's all about making those memories for sure. Do you have any tips for people like traveling over the holidays if they are going to be traveling again when it's so busy, like it'll be busy again at Christmas like it was at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so definitely, watch the weather for one, see what that's going to look like, and then also download those airline apps too, because with the airlines, they'll give you updates if there's any delays or any gate changes in that, and make sure that you give yourself that extra time to park, get to where you need to be at the airport, get your tickets and that, if you can get them ahead of time, just to expedite the process, get your Nexus or Global Entry, if you have those, added onto your ticket so you can have that expedited lane.
Okay, great advice there. And we have to mention, too, there's a sale going on right here at AAA at the travel stores if you need packing cubes and things like that.
Yes, I do not travel without my packing cubes. They are a lifesaver, especially if you want to pack everything in a carry-on. That's also a great time to save time. So everything goes right in your carry-on. You don't have to worry about your next destination. If waiting at baggage claim, you can just continue on to your transfer, car rental, wherever you're going.
Okay, so big savings if you spend $50 or $100 right here in the travel store. And you got to come talk to Ashley and get that vacation booked. And when that snow comes up here to the North Towns, people will say, adios, I'm hitting the road and hitting the beach.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Happy official Travel Tuesday.